Vamos a ver si está hackeado ahora. Que empecé ahorita súper bien y pláquete. Hackeado. Envidioso. De camino a trabajar para pagar su renta. No puede vivirle gratis a el caballo.
And it's going to be the Sixers off the tip. Here are the 5 for Philadelphia. They've got Andre Drummond, Maxey out there with Jared McCain. Then there's Paul George, and it's Embiid in at the center position, filling out the middle. George with the bucket.
Normal, George.
And so MP will bring it up for Brooklyn. It's a 3-point game. And guys, this is the first they're seeing of the 76ers this year. These teams split the
Sí, es que se juega. A ver si lo hackean otra vez.
in the conference overall. And it's the Sixers to the ball. The Nets making their last shot. Back to Maxey. Embiid, the screen on MP. Maxey passes to Embiid. Count it. 1 for 1 to start.
Porque el internet está down. El internet está lento. Más lo hackean, pues mejor.
Thomas outside. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. And almost all of the lottery picks in this year's draft coming out of college. Chomps, what's changed over the years?
Yeah, these players in college are making so much money. In some ways, players that are going back to school at times are making just as much, if not more money than they would if they're being drafted. So the NIL money at play is the biggest story. Players no longer have to necessarily sacrifice their earnings. They can get the exposure, they can get the college experience, the big tournament. Also, they can get the big bag, the nice pocket change as well. So whether you stay in college or the NBA draft, whether you want to stay abroad, but in most cases enter college basketball, there's a lot of money there in NIL.
Game's popular as ever. Now here's Maxey. We saw him with 19 his last time out.
A physical scoring guard, Maxey is at home on the inside.
Maxey against MP. Pass to Thomas. MP looking around. Here's Wolf, 5 to shoot. And Shams, a favorite topic in the NBA rumor mill is league expansion. What have you heard, my friend?
Well, BA, I still think we're a little bit ways away. The NBA and the Board of Governors continue to evaluate the potential for expansion franchise in the NBA. They have not made any firm decisions yet, I'm told, but this is something the NBA is continuing to find numbers to evaluate the pros and the cons, potentially adding 1 or 2 more teams to the NBA.
And maybe we think about that inside the U.S., but it could go global as well.
Seattle, Las Vegas, Mexico City are really the 3 cities at the forefront of these conversations.
Here's Maxey, following the 3 by Brooklyn. Drummond with the screen. For 3, George. Brooklyn pulls it in. They want to keep rolling.
George se cree que despierta.
Talk about strong offensive production. They went out, played to their strengths, and were successful as a result.
And no team is going to shoot 50% every night, but this team has the right approach. When the shots are falling, they can light it up.
Gives us a chance to catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thank you, BA. The Sixers are trying to pull it all together. Joel Embiid said we still can compete for a championship, but this is going to take time. We have a lot of talent, and we still have to go out and actually do it. It's just hard. We've got a pretty good chance to accomplish something. Back over to you, Brian.
It's all about health. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's MP. The Sixers getting their last shot to go.
The contest and the rebound, folks. That is how you defend.
Pass to Drummond. And here's McCain. Kicks it to George. Let's go with a 3. Man, he can't sink that one. He's 2 for 4 in the contest. The drive by MP. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
Great burst. MP is tough to stop once he gains his step.
The Sixers leading. Maxey passes to Drummond. Pass to Embiid. With the fadeaway. 2 shots, 2 makes. Off to a good start.
And there's a reason why Embiid is the focal point of their offense, because he drains shots in bunches.
MP, the pass to Thomas. Back to MP. Launches it. Connects from downtown. MP's got 7.
You see the foundation of a real long-range threat. Now MP just has to keep developing those skills.
Maxey attacking. Soft touch off the glass.
He's someone opposing defenses have a hard time game planning for.
It could go. Well, a good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Philadelphia on top, up by 3. Change here for Brooklyn. 1:44 left in the first half. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen is the call.
That's his second foul here pretty early in this one. He's got to be careful for the rest of this half.
That's trail by 14. We've got Tyre Williams, Cam Thomas out there with MP, and it's Timmy in at the 5 spot. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Back to MP, takes the 3, the long range hit from MP.
He's always ready to take the shot. MP got it away quick.
All right, Chums, we know you got to hop back on your phone in case you have to break any news. Thank you for being with us here tonight. Great stuff.
Happy to be here, BA. Thank you.
And as always, Chums with some great stuff there. I'll tell you what, this guy knows all when it comes to the NBA.
No doubt, Shams is the guy when you're looking for the inside scoop. So well connected and respected around the league.
George outside. Over Williams. George, no good.
And they've been able to maintain this lead despite his inconsistency from the field.
And here's MP from outside. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
There's 37 seconds left in the second period. McCain against MP. To the inside. MP doing his thing inside.
And shooting-wise, he's been fantastic, helping to build this lead.
Here's Timmy. Embiid covers. Pass to Thomas. McCain against MP. Just 5 to shoot. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. Puts up a 3. And he can't get that one. What a performance for Tyrese Maxey. He has been the story for Philadelphia. 8 points in the quarter, showing how effective he can be. More NBA on 2K Sports right after this.
Seguro George con los 3.
When you take care of the boards, usually things turn out well, unless you're getting shot out the gym.
Which hasn't happened yet.
And guys, let's turn our attention. And that's it for halftime.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Yeah, tonight, he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
And Grant, when it comes to a franchise player, how much does it help to have a guy who unites the locker room?
Well, you know, B.A., when you think of guys like LeBron James or a Stephen Curry or Tim Duncan, it's not just about their play on the court, but the type of person you see in the locker room. That can rally a franchise.
Second half underway. Here's who Nick Nurse has got on the floor. Maxey out there with Jared McCain. Then it's Andre Drummond. Then it's Joel Embiid. And it's George in a small forward.
Oh, love the intensity which they're hitting the boards.
The footwork, the patience, watching Embiid go to work inside is just a treat.
It's Thomas on the wing. Launches a three. Drummond grabs the miss.
That's not how you want to come out of the break. 3 straight misses. They need to settle in quick.
Maxey on the money from 12 feet away. 14 points for Tyrese Maxey.
And just not letting up at all. I mean, you have to love this approach. You want to get the ball to the guys who make plays.
This is when good players really get after it. He can sense that they're reeling, and he's going to put his foot on the pedal.
And for the Sixers, the growth of Tyrese Maxey has been everything, Grant.
Oh, my. His growth, both with his play, but also with his leadership, has meant a lot. And he has such a joyful energy. It really helps pull this team together.
Maxey, that's good.
I'll tell you, when Maxey gets into his rhythm, he can go all night long.
MP finds Thomas. Over McCain. And Thomas gets it to go on the assist by MP. And it's 9 points here for Cam Thomas. George peels it out of it. Pass to Embiid. Inside, here's Drummond. And the layup is good off the glass. Drummond's got his second bucket of the night.
Okay, so they've looked energized and focused starting this half. Coming out of the break, making 4 out of their first 5.
Now here's Williams. MP outside. Here's Wolf. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn. From deep, MP. Philadelphia grabs the miss. George has got rebound number 5 here tonight.
They really have a commanding lead, not just in points, but in rebounds as well.
Here's McCain. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. McCain's got 6 points.
Lackluster defense, showing no desire to chase shooters off that line.
MP drives in. No hesitation. MP.
His shot has been on point from the opening tip. He's pretty much kept them in the game.
So Nick Nurse has decided to call a timeout here. I think right now he might be looking at some adjustments. And he's checked in for Brooklyn. Oubre, he's checked in for the Sixers. Grimes comes in for George. Philadelphia leading by 14. Maxey surveys. Embiid passes to Oubre. For 3, Maxey. Here's Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Hammering the offensive glass, Embiid putting that big size to use.
MP against Maxey. Here's Wolf. MP outside. Takes a 3. Score it. 13 shots, 9 makes. Solid.
After a tremendous first quarter, 3 trays, he's put in another.
Well, Grant, if you had to say, is there anything you think is underrated about Embiid?
You know, B.A., I think it's his intelligence. Joel's a heady player. Sometimes big men don't get enough credit for their smarts on the court. Embiid knows the game.
Yeah, Embiid is getting everything he wants on the offensive side. He's playing some aggressive basketball right now.
Out to the right wing. Here's Wolf. Outside man. Pass to MP. Here's Wolf on the wing man. Fires the 3. Joel Embiid with the board. Embiid's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done.
They've shown the power inside. Their rebounding effort has been sensational. Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
And the basket by MP.
With the way he can fill it up at this age, it's scary to think how good MP might be in a few years.
MP against Maxey. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And he just driving the stake in him there.
He's a guy who just never lets up.
And that finish shows you how dangerous he can be as a passer and a finisher.
And so it's the Philadelphia 76ers. All right, let's take a look at our assists of the game presented by State Farm.
You know, I'm kind of stoked this was a choice.
All right, guys, it's the home stretch. Come on.
Called here by Jordy Fernandez, rallying his guys to make sure they all know the plan. 2 minutes gone by here in the fourth. Williams from long range. It's hauled in by the Sixers. They've got MP. He's out there with Cam Thomas. And it's Timmy in at the center position. So that's the Nets 5. Grant, you look at some of the rule changes in recent years. Does it seem to you like coaches' challenges are here to stay?
You know, BA, it does. And I think that's a good thing. You know, I can think of a few calls I would have liked to challenge in my day. So it's a nice option to have.
Philadelphia with another miss. The Nets have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. Pass to Thomas. Outside, Williams. Here's Wolf. Thomas passes to Wolf. Now Williams. Just 4 to shoot. Here's MP. It's hauled in by Oubre. Philadelphia has gone 2 of 4 from the perimeter here in the fourth quarter. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can thread him with the lead pass. Well done.
MP outside. There's the 3. Rebound by Philadelphia. Oubre's got 5 rebounds tonight. Well, if you're just tuning in, welcome. We've played about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter here. And here's MP. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Here's Timmy. He's covered by Oubre. From deep, MP. And again, it's the Nets missing.
And as long as he keeps missing from deep, the D will keep letting him fire away. He's just off from range right now.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose. It just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the 76ers.
And it was a big-time performance across the board. They looked like they were having fun out there, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., it was almost like watching a cat play with a mouse. I mean, they did pretty much anything they wanted to do out there today.
And with this win, they've tallied up a total of 6 wins on the year.
And against a familiar opponent, it's nice to establish a psychological advantage with the win in the first game.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for Tyrese Maxey.
He came up with a bucket every time they needed him to. Great effort on offense, and he was a difference maker.
Here's Edgecombe. The rebound by MP. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Pass to Thomas. Back to MP. They grab their own miss. 4-3. The shot no good. Here's Edgecombe. So no problem for Philadelphia as they get the win. A statement road.
Disappointing loss for you and your team tonight. What's your evaluation of your performance? You had some good moments, but not enough.
I give it an incomplete. There were spots where it felt like I was about to take off, but never really did. And so I'm angry. Hey, I'm going to crash out next game. I'll tell you that much.
We'll be watching. Thanks a lot.
Yeah.
Over to you, PA.
All right, thank you, Dominic. Well, folks, that's it.
feeling you, MP.
Hey, there he is. My favorite client and the team's newest starter. Congratulations, man.
Yeah, I appreciate that, Austin. Ah, it's all pretty exciting now, isn't it?
Listen, this is just the first.
Judge. Randall. La madre. Ya tú sabes, no puedo ser mistake.
It's the NBA on 2K Sports. Glad you're here with us tonight for this Monday night presentation. As these early games, Coach, bring in a variety of new opponents. Rosters definitely get put to a test.
They sure do, Kevin. Every team hits you in a different way, and you've got to develop the proper counter punches. That's something that has to be focused on in these early games.
And checking out Minnesota's opening lineup. Randall and Reed holding down the post spots. The wingmen, Edwards and McDaniel. And it's DiVincenzo into the point. MP kicks to Thomas. Back to MP. 6 on the shot clock. Minnesota with the rebound. And this is their first time matched up with Brooklyn this year.
And just couldn't make the most of their meetings last year. Ended up splitting the season series.
Pass to man. Nets passing it around. A three from MP. Julius Randle with the rebound. And Randall has got the ball here for Minnesota. And guys, hold on now. I'm getting word we have Shams Charania calling in. Shams, what do you have?
¿Pau de quién? ¿Pau mío? ¿Qué diablo pasó ahí?
The Timberwolves this summer signing extensions to keep their elite front court intact. In bringing back Julius Randle and Naz Reid, they maintain a team strength, one that seems more necessary than ever in the loaded West, guys.
You got it. Making the commitment. Okay, Shams, thanks for the report. Pass to Clowney. A three from MP. Drills the three-pointer.
Whoa, MP says, I got this. Answering the call with a triple.
Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Alan LaForce on the sideline.
Well, I had a chance to talk with head coach Jordi Fernandez. Coach and I talked about the difficulties playing against Anthony Edwards. He said, quote, usually you worry about his offense. But he's shown the last few years that he's a lockdown defender when he wants to be. That's something that we'll need to factor into our game plan. Anti-defense is now a concern for coaches as well. Back to you, Kevin.
Okay, Ellie, thank you. Another miss by MP.
And guys, his shot hasn't been falling this quarter. Time to settle down, refocus, and get a really high percentage look.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a back seat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Yeah, I think if I
He's going to be able to shoot his way out of this one or not.
Here's Randall. And he lays it straight in.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
Look at Minnesota. They took the win in their last game against Charlotte.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Yeah, they had a good game plan, executed it well, and they didn't let the crowd affect them.
A three from MP. Another miss by MP.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
The key thing, Coach, that Donte DiVincenzo brings to a team is that coveted 3-and-D skill set.
I agree with that, Kevin, but he brings so much more. He can now play off the dribble and make plays for others. And I think the most underrated thing on a lot of players who
Brooklyn
is both very smart and very tough.
Edwards passes to Randall. A chance to extend the lead to double digits, but it's no good.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain.
Vamos!
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. And that sends Cam Thomas to the free throw line. It's on Anthony Edwards. And this is his first trip to the line.
¿Cuál será la asistencia?
The free throw percentage he brought in from last season, how about 88%?
Wilson, he's checked in for the Nets. Zaire Williams comes in for man. From Thomas. You know, Greg, talking about Cam Thomas now, what are some things you'd like to see him improve on?
Well, I'd say defense, first and foremost. If he's able to improve there, as well as his passing and playmaking, he's already an incredible scorer.
Well, that's what Gobert is out there to do, using his size to win second chances as well.
Wilson the pass to Embiid. There's the pick. For the three. Buries it from three-point range. Embiid's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for the Nets. Ingles in the corner. Launches it. It's hauled in by Thomas. Pulls up on the wing. And so the first quarter is in the books. Timberwolves lead by 4. Stay with us.
Tacho, sí, con el gigante. Tienen a Randall, tienen al gigante. Gobert. Ya perdimos ya.
Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Rudy Gobert. McDaniels comes in for Joe Ingles. Edwards, he's checked in for Dillingham. And it's Donte DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. MP out there with Cam Thomas. Then it's Terrence Mann. And it's Timmy in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Pass to Timmy. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. That cuts the lead to single digits. Thomas got 7.
Well, Thomas is an eager three-point shooter. He wasn't going to pass up that chance.
Shot by McDaniels, no good. Nets trail by 9. Outside Thomas, pass to Mann. For 3, and again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Out of their last hot takes, how about all 5 from one range?
And in a little over a decade, the Nets, GA, having to rebuild from the ashes of 2 super team iterations.
The short time span between shows how quickly they can turn things around. And with their treasure trove of picks in the coming years, they look to climb that mountain once again.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Alan LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. The Timberwolves have elite shot creation, but it's finding that balance. Anthony Edwards said, I'm wired to score the ball. I'm going to showcase my game, so it's hard to find that balance of when to pass and when to keep it and try to get going. Sometimes I feel like the right play is me. Back to you.
Fills it up for the best. All right, Allie, as always, we thank you. Here's MP. MP converting the top bucket.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Minnesota leading by 4. DiVincenzo kicks to Reed. Randall is double. And here's Edwards from the arc. Bangs home the trifecta. Edwards got himself on the board with 3 there.
Well, look, Edwards plays with a lot of confidence, which makes him deadly off the catch.
Man with it, working on McDaniels. MP right side. On Another miss by MP. And so it's Minnesota bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We've got more in store for you right after this.
A look here now at Minnesota. They started this season on the right foot. Something we kind of expected given their
And returning our attention to this game, an impressive first half of the Minnesota Timberwolves. That is more than enough.
And we hope you've enjoyed the broadcast.
Un cigarrillito, a ver si. A ver qué hacemos. Porque el equipo es. Yo chumaro de esa madre que dice ahí.
So far, we're halfway through the game. We're seeing a tremendous game from Julius Randle.
In those first two quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Reminds me of the good old days. Feed it to the big and let him work.
And with the trend break toward a faster pitch, do you miss watching those grinded out half-court battles that enthralled millions during the Jordan era?
Playing more than anything, but as far as watching, the game for me is as good as it's ever been.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Out of the forward, it'll be McDaniels and Randle. Guard and off guard, filled by DiVincenzo and Edwards. And it's Reed in at the center, filling out the middle. MP, no good.
Corre, vos, que se hermano.
They hold the advantage here so far.
Driving in, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Well, I love seeing DiVincenzo be opportunistic on offense. He's very effective when he seeks out his own shot.
Here's Kwame. He's defended by Randle.
Ella, madre, qué mierda.
He did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always.
Yo voy a hacer lo mismo.
Taking it
A tratar.
with power,
Hammering down the two-hand slam. So, Anthony, the Timberwolves franchise player, G.A., how good do you think he can be?
Well, some were ready to anoint him the new face of the league, but if they're to win the franchise's first title, there's another level he's got to reach. And you talk about building a legacy. That's MP's mindset, not just for himself, but for this team.
But Trey, and with that shot, the Minnesota Lewis cut to just 5 points in the basket from Man.
Well, the defense gave that away. He's a skilled shooter who you have to contest.
And the foul called on MP. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Ese era un black. Tenía que hacer el blocking. Ahora le dio oportunidad.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half.
Glattman didn't fall, but otherwise they've been excellent shooting the ball to start this half.
Another three from Brooklyn.
Yeah, great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
And so Edwards will bring it up for Minnesota. DiVincenzo. That's in.
Qué
Coming off the
embuste,
assist from
mano.
Edwards. Edwards got 3 assists in the game. MP right side. Now Thomas. Back to MP. Just 5 to shoot. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And they pick up 2.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play. Getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
And timeout called by Chris Finch. Coach needs a moment to talk things over. The Nets making the switch here. Johnson's checked in. Michael Conley, he's checked in for Minnesota.
Ahora estoy cansado. Rápido.
Randall finds DiVincenzo. Back to Randall. Over in the corner, Edward. Outside Conley. 5 on the clock. Reed with the screen on MP. 3-pointer, Randall. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
Well, when you look at what he's providing them on the offensive end, it's been an important part of why they're leading. Well, if they can come back and take the lead, this will be because he's carrying him. This quarter's been all about him and his offense.
And so good off the bounce. Edwards working on his shot off the catch, and it is paying off.
Here's MP. Inside. MP gets it.
Just a heroic scoring effort from him this quarter. He's doing everything he can to will them back into this game.
Now here's Edwards. Defended by man. Edwards, good.
Edwards plays with such velocity.
On the wing, Johnson. Man passes to MP. Comes up empty from 19 feet out.
Another rebound hauled in. They're hitting the glass with a lot of passion.
Clearly, Randall is locked in. Every trip down, he's attacking the defense and finding ways to beat it.
5-second differential between the shot clock and the game clock. Man finds MP. And the layup's good off the glass. MP has got 22.
They found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
In the corner, DiVincenzo. Shoots over Johnson. No good from the wing. And so it's Minnesota bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their... And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean,
Si me sacan a mí, llama.
Substitution now for Minnesota. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. McDaniels comes in for Joe Ingles. Edwards, he's checked in for Dillingham. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Mike Conley. We've got Cam Thomas. He's out there with MP. And it's Timmy in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Here's Man. Buries the long-range jumper.
Well, we know what kind of scorer he is, but he could use a little help.
Here's DiVincenzo. The 3 doesn't go.
Oh, he's frustrated there. You know he wanted to come right back with the 3 of his own.
Now Thomas puts it up. The 20-foot jumper, good.
And I tell you what, they're doing their best to cut down the lead with some smart offense here in the second half. Shot selection much improved since the break.
Now DiVincenzo. He's off from 3. The Breakers are making a valiant effort to come all the way back. Wow.
And they need to take care of the basketball. Plenty of time. No need to force it.
Well, tonight has been the MP show. And guys, they have to keep it simple. Just keep feeding MP the ball and keep seeing him head to that point to 4.
Now Edwards. Now Reed. Offensive struggles continue, missing again. And Here's a minute 45 left in the fourth quarter. Embiid off target from outside.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
And he found the soft spot in the D on that possession.
8-point game. MP up top, defended by DiVincenzo. Thomas fires. Three. Good.
Huge bucket from Cam Thomas. This guy is here.
McDaniel sets a screen for Randall. Now McDaniel. It's tipped. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. McDaniels pulls it down.
Well, the defense was right where they needed to be to stop the layup. Great awareness and effort.
Edwards from deep. That does not go. And here we go. Fast break. MP's got it. Oh, and he cannot get the layup. So they foul intentionally.
Maybe voy a ganar, pero yo hice lo mío y lo hice muy bien.
And here are the Timberwolves, led by as many as 14 points. Outside Edwards. Shot clock at 6. Fires from 14. Can't get it to go. On the wing, MP. Defended by DiVincenzo. And now we've got the intentional foul. Drops the first one, and that increases their lead to 6. And he cannot convert on the second. That misses. MP. And so the Timberwolves take the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
Kind of a mixed bag for you tonight, FP. You were able to get back on track offensively, but you guys came up short. What do you think needs to change?
Well, to be honest, we need to get off to a better start. If you get your confidence up early, you can ride that kind of wave into the end of the game. And that's on me, though. I got to be a better leader. I got to get everyone involved from beginning to the end.
Sounds like great teamwork. Thank you, MP.
It will be.
Back to you, Kevin.
Terrific job, Jennifer. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it.
Ya madre. Yo estoy haciendo lo mío. What's that?
Austin, come here. Come right here. Remember when you first told me on this? Yeah? You said it would be a tiny little promotion in my locker.
Listen, they love the first video where you talked about Cognify. They just feel like the product needs to be a little more prominent.
Prominent? Austin, how much more prominent can this get? My sneakers can't fit in there.
You could buy a house to hold all the sneakers with the money you'll make if this product takes off. You just need to play ball. a house.
My sneakers.
For your sneakers?
Man, why didn't you leave with that Gators box? Shh, what's the deal? Yeah,
all right.
Get out of here.
Okay. Hey, shoot, sleep well.
God, here we go.
All right, MP, you're always locked in, but seeing a little something extra tonight. What's going on?
Well, when you're trying to prove that you're the top bucket getter in the NBA, it's not just about winning shootouts. You have to get it done versus the toughest defenders.
Is that who you're facing tonight?
Oh, for sure. This dude is no joke. And playing him for an entire 48 minutes is a workout. I mean, you're going to feel it in your whole body the next day.
Sure. So how do you prepare for that sort of mental and physical challenge?
Well, the physical part, that's all work in the gym. It's about staying focused, and one thing that helps me with my concentration is cognitive vibe. When I need a great night's sleep for mental clarity, and that's exactly what Cognitive Vibe delivers, I depend on this product. Can't go wrong with it. Get a Cognitive Vibe.
Everything good, MP?
And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in, get mental. Welcome, everybody. Thanks for joining us for NBA action on 2K Sports. Hi, everyone. I'm Brian Anderson, alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill. On the sidelines, Allie LaForce. Grant, these are two teams with some of the highest assist rates in the league.
Yeah, BA. And it really goes to show the unselfish attitude they both have. Not to mention how many skilled passers are on both rosters.
Well, MP has made it clear that scoring is an emphasis for him right now. He's looking to be more assertive offensively.
And so far, he's delivered on his promise to keep his foot on the accelerator offensively. The scoring role is one that most players would happily embrace, but it's the rare few who can deliver in this fashion the way we've seen MP do it.
And checking out Brooklyn's opening lineup. They've got Terrence Mann, Cam Thomas out there with MP, and it's Timmy in at the 5. And for an update on MP, let's send it over to Allie.
Well, I spoke to MP before the game. He told me he was very aware of the defensive challenge in front of him, but feels like these are the types of games that bring out the best in him, saying he's focused on turning in a dominant scoring performance. Guys, he sounded confident.
Well, he's going at him. That's his mentality. Thank you. MP shot is good.
Off to a nice start here. They've hit all three from the field.
And few players are more valuable to their teams than Tyrese Halliburton, Grant.
Yeah, he leads the way for them, BA. An efficient scorer, elite playmaking, and disruptive defensively. And of course, he makes clutch plays at both ends.
For Brooklyn, they've gone 3 and 3 so far from the floor. Pass to Clowney. Screen by MP. The 3 is up. Clowney can't get it to go. For Indiana, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Halliburton. And it's Indiana scoring again.
That's one of the things his coaches have encouraged him to do. Look for the mid-range jumper, Tyrese. Way to knock it down.
MP against Halliburton. And he's going for the oop here. Alley-oop up top, hammer it home.
Oh, what a perfect pass to set that up.
Hey, the feed might have been pretty, but the finish, that was angry.
Well, you need both to make it special. And they pulled it off just right.
And here's Indiana now, following the bucket by Brooklyn.
Great dime by Halliburton. Remember, he's led the league in assists.
And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. MP with it. Halliburton picks him up. Here's Thomas for 3. Rebounded by Halliburton.
That's his shot. And one, I'm sure, he wants back.
And a foul called on MP. That's his first foul. The Pacers making a switch here. Toppins checked in. Nembhard, the pass to Halliburton. Now here's Siakam. Down it goes, and a great assist by Halliburton. Halliburton's got his third assist of the night.
We know Siakam's got a really nice jumper. Still, I love Pascal and the painted area. I think using his length is where he's most effective.
Wiseman, he's checked in for Indiana. Neesmith comes in for Mathurin.
2 minutes remaining in the first 2 minutes.
On the wing, MP, defended by Halliburton. Kicks it out to MP for three. Count it. All three of his attempts have gone in.
You can bet MP will make a lot of those over his career.
And Grant, the Nets have shown the capacity to rebuild quickly in the past.
Yeah, playing in a big market helps, but they pivoted decisively from their Big Three era and have the pace and flexibility to make moves.
The drive by MP. Here's Timmy, and he banks in the layup.
Activity on the glass. That's a possession that could have gotten away from them.
Here's Nembhard, coming off a 12-point game. Three-pointer, Halliburton. That one is off.
And the shooter had very little space on that attempt. And guys, that's exactly the kind of high-impact defense they want to see out of him. Boy, you could see it and feel it in his eyes at the start of this period. He is on a mission.
Halliburton, pass to Nembhard. Back to Halliburton. To Nembhard. The three. Brooklyn pulls it in. This is their first chance to take a look at Indiana this season. Here's Clowney. And we've got 28 seconds left to play in the first quarter. MP shot is off. Pacers trail by 3. Now Wiseman. And it's Wiseman with the jam.
Great job setting him up.
Substitution on the court.
Halliburton and Nembhard make up the backcourt. At small and power forward, it'll be Mathurin and Siakam. And it's Huff in at the center position. That's the 5 for the Pacers. Now here's Thomas. His last outing, he had 18 points. 5 on the clock. And here's MP from outside. Ooh, coming through again, shooting 5 for 7 now.
With the way he can fill it up at this age, it's scary to think how good MP might be in a few years.
And once again, off the mark by Indiana. Well, Clark, there are very few firsts in the NBA, but Tyrese Halliburton had one in 2025.
That's exactly right. And this was a historic first. I mean, he became the first player in the history of the league to have multiple 30-point, 15 assists, and 0 goose egg, bagel turnover game. I mean, he takes care of that orange and produces real orange juice because he squeezes.
Halliburton, good.
Trading the lead back and forth, neither side is willing to back down. Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Here's Nembhard. And he converts the layup. And now a 3-point Indiana lead. And now we get a little perspective here on how the hustle game has been for Indiana.
Well, their hands resulting in plenty of steals in the early going, keeping the opposition there off balance. But how about their scoring in transition as well? That's been a big factor to this point. Are those high tops or track shoes these guys are wearing? My goodness.
Here's Clowney after the basket by Indiana on the other end. MP no good.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
Siakam finds Mathurin. Uses the glass on the layup. Mathurin's got 6.
And Mathurin is an impressive scorer. Skilled at finding ways to convert around that.
Here's MP with the drive. Pass to Clowney. And here's Thomas. From deep, MP. MP drills the 3.
The name of the game isn't scoring, it's scoring efficiency.
And the first half comes to an end. We've got a close game going here. Indiana ahead, leading by just 2. And we'll see you back here after the break. Third quarter action in just a bit.
Hi, everybody. We've got your favorite segment on tap as we check out how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
I think for the Pacers, it's still early, and we don't want to get ahead of ourselves, but right now, they are easily.
Well, we knew they'd be good, but we didn't know they'd be this good. And now looking at the Pacers in this one, no separation to be found on either side.
Their offense is flowing. Guys are getting into this.
Appreciate you joining us.
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, if he's hit threes like he did in the first half, he's going to have a monster night. Yeah, you know what? The defense is going to adjust. They'll be ready for him now, so I'm sure they talked a lot about how to slow him down.
On the floor for Brooklyn, we've got Cam Thomas. He's out there with MP, and it's Timmy in at the 5, roaming the paint. All right, guys, we're lucky to have Shams Charania joining us now. Our 2K insider calling in with a story. What do you got, Shams?
Thanks. With players signing bridge extensions highlighted by Devin Booker's $245 million max contract, quickly approaching a time when so-called supermax players will be making over $1 million per game. As shocking as it sounds, the reality is that the best players are already worth more than that to their teams.
It's all about results. Thank you very much for the report, Shams. Now here's Halliburton. Pass to Siakam. Here's an 8-footer, and it's off the back of the rim. No good. Nets trail by 3. Thomas passes to MP. Back to Thomas. MP outside for the tie, and he gets it to go. He's 8 of 11 now.
Quick decision-making by MP. I love how confident he looks taking that shot.
Here's Halliburton. Clowney pulls it in. Clowney's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Tyrese Halliburton loves to pass, but he's not chasing assists. He said, quote, I just try to play the right brand of basketball. I like to see the ball moving. I take it ahead. I'm just playing through the flow of the game. Assists just happen with the way I play. Guys, back to you.
He spreads it around. Thank you very much for the report, Allie. The 2025 playoffs had some incredible comebacks, Clark. Indiana had some all-timers.
Yeah, it was absolutely unreal. The excitement, the drama, the close finishes. I mean, unbelievable. How about these wins for the Pacers? Down by 7 with less than 40 seconds against the Bucks. Got it done. Also trailed by 7 with under a minute versus the Cavs. Won that one. And losing by 9 in the last minute against the Knicks, and came through again with a win. And even in the finals, they made some miraculous comeback wins against OKC. Had at least one miraculous comeback win. So an amazing clutch playoff performance by the Indiana Pacers.
And Brooklyn with possession here after the basket by Indiana. He drops it from range. MP's got 29 points.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes. It's hard for me to watch this. I mean, the defense practically giving them those shots.
Brooklyn has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Here's Clowney. Yep, count it. And now it's a 4-point Nets lead.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this season.
Halliburton pass to Huff. Now here's Nembhard. Halliburton on the wing, covered by MP. Fires from deep. The shot by Nembhard, no good.
I think everybody in the building expected him to make that collective shot.
MP, no good. And Halliburton has got the ball here for the Pacers. Down low. Here's Huff. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around. Huff's got 4 this quarter.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
And a new group getting ready for Indiana. Bradley, he's checked in for Huff. Toppin comes in for Siakam. Nesmith, he's checked in for Mathurin. And T.J. McConnell subbed in for Nembhard. Wilson's checked in for Brooklyn. Johnson comes in for Thomas. Now here's Nesmith. No points yet. Toppin finds McConnell. Halliburton on the wing. That one's good. On the assist from McConnell.
He's putting on a commanding performance here. He's hit 2 3-pointers in each half now.
MP with a step. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. All right, let's go to the leaderboard and see the top passing teams last season. In third, Indiana.
Well, I thought this team last season was a team that had some beautiful dimes. I mean, they would spread the floor with their ball movement and spacing and player movement. It was a beautiful thing to watch. Nice passes leading to baskets.
Catching up on the changes for Indiana. Jackson comes in for Bradley. And it's Shepard in for Tyrese Halliburton. And it's going to be a 3-second call.
Look, in the game this tight, those little mistakes.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Outside Mathurin. Halliburton for 3. And it's Timmy with a rebound. Nets trail by 5. At small and power forward, it'll be Mathurin and Siakam. TJ McConnell is out there with Tyrese Halliburton. And it's Huff in at the center position. That's the 5 for the Pacers. Now here's Siakam. Here's McConnell. Halliburton fires. Oh, off target from downtown.
Despite his struggles to heat up and get going, the lead still remains intact. Almost converts to slight the contact. Boy, he had a nice look at it after drawing the foul. It would have been nice to get an and one there.
Nembhard, he's checked in for Indiana.
Staring at this deficit to try to be more aggressive and get themselves to the line. That's exactly when you need to be aggressive. You know that. I mean, another good job, though, of drawing contact, getting to the free throw line.
And Brooklyn with possession here after Indiana picked up the 3 with their last shot. Just over 2.5 minutes played now. Final quarter of regulation. Ready off the pass. He lays it in.
A terrific effort from Halliburton so far offensively. He's not holding anything back on that end of the floor.
MP fires. Buries it from outside.
That's a guy you need to defend, especially from range.
No need to rush here. Take your time.
Take your time. This is where you can reset and try to get a good shot.
Mathurin. Yes, sir, with the 3.
And it's important Mathurin keeps hitting these shots because it'll only help build his confidence.
And a one-handed slam.
That's really an outstanding assist, creating a great opportunity inside. You can see the chemistry between those guys.
Mathurin outside. Now Halliburton beyond the arc. Oh, it doesn't go.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. You just missed it.
They set the pick. MP! And the 3 misses. Indiana leading by 8. Now Siakam. Now Halliburton. Down to 5 on the shot clock. From downtown. Rebounded by MP. For Brooklyn, they've gone 4 for 10 in the 4th. He launches. The triple drop.
Huge bucket by MP. You know he's got to be feeling good after that one went down.
Nembhard outside, and he commits the intentional foul. Now here's Siakam. 6 to shoot. The 3 is off.
Given his range, you'd expect him to capitalize on that opening.
MP looking around. Let's loose for 3. Oh, no good. And so they choose to intentionally foul. He gets the first, and that increases the lead to 6. Second one is good, getting both at the line. And it's a 7-point game.
Big free throw right there. That's exactly how you want to close out a game.
Timeout call, Brooklyn. 12 seconds left in the fourth. Guys, your thoughts?
Trying to extend this one, but it seems futile. You know what? I'm sure crazier things have happened, or maybe not. It's a long shot, though. Clearly, a defensive breakdown there, guys. They didn't play him close enough on the inbound, and then gave up the triple.
And now they foul and stop the clock.
They're just trying to keep this game alive. Not a bad
El
foul.
juego es el 94. Tengo 84.
The score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
He drops the first one, and that puts him up 5. Second free throw, no good that time. He really wanted that one. MP fires. And so the Pacers take the win. Boy, they didn't make it easy.
Came up short on this one, but not you, MC. Are you more frustrated you didn't win on a night you were feeling it, or encouraged that your individual performance goes well?
I'm not happy we lost, but I'm not frustrated. As long as we learn from our losses, the future takes care of itself. Just gotta figure out how to do more, whatever that is, you know? And that goes for me as much as any other player in this team. It doesn't matter how many points I score.
Great spirit, Anthony. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Ryan, back to you.
All right, Jennifer, thanks.
Yeah. 40 puntitos. Si le llego a meter esto, ganaba. Pero demoró. Demoró.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce on the sideline. So the net starting 5. Porter and Clowney up in the forward spots. Thomas is out there with MP. And it's Timmy in at the 5 spot. And for New York, we've got Anunoby. Hart is out there with Karl Anthony Towns. Then it's Mikal Bridges. And it's Brunson in at the point guard position. And we talked about experimenting with lineups. What are some examples of that?
Well, you can have two extremes, right, with the modern NBA. Most teams need some sort of small ball lineup that they finish with. But we are also increasingly starting to see teams play with multiple bigs on the floor. You have to be able to
box. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Pass to Bridges. Lets the three fly. It's hauled in by Michael Porter. MP inside. Brunson covering. And here's Porter. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. MP, no good. Brunson, left side. Clowney pulls it in. About a minute played so far here in the first. Thomas kicks to MP. That one falls, coming off of Thomas's feet. MP's got 5 points so far.
MP is a cool customer from three. Great from the up-and-coming player.
Pass to Towns. MP against Brunson. That one good for two.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
That's not coming with the right mentality. The defender neither closes the space nor challenges the shot. That's frustrating as a coach, boy.
Here's MP. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. MP, no good. For New York, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. I'm told now by our producer, do we have guys? Okay, we have a call coming in from Shams Charania. Shams, thanks for joining us. What do you have?
Thanks, guys. Well, head coach Mike Brown taking over this season for New York. He's well aware of the pressure to win a championship, with the Knicks fresh off an Eastern Conference final run. But he said this is the kind of pressure you want as a coach, having a chance to win big. And he's excited for the challenge.
You know, you got to respect that mindset. Thank you very much for the report there, Shams. Most appreciated. The Nets shoot their first free throws of the game. Well, if we look back at when things began to shift for the Knicks, Doris had started with Jalen Brunson.
Well, I think certainly, Kevin, he is exactly the kind of leader you would want. Is he highly skilled? Of course he is. But he's about the work every day, and he sets the tone for his team.
Now, here's MP. Coming off a stellar performance against Detroit. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thomas. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played. Brunson against MP. That puts them in the lead. Brunson's got 6.
Well, this is the very definition of Jalen Brunson's game. His ability to get past defenders and create for himself or his teammates. That is nicely done.
Here's MP. Jalen Brunson picking up that last basket. MP, no good.
No doubt it's been a bit of a struggle for him here in this quarter in terms of scoring.
Here's Bridges. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
Well, we know this. Mikal Bridges has the length and hop to score inside. Nicely done.
To win the run, the drive by MP. Can't get the layup.
He's trying to flip the script here, but guys, he cannot find any level of consistency.
And here's Brunson outside. It's in. It's his third field goal of the game. He's 3 for 5.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him going against early.
Por eso es que perdemos si me sacan.
And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. There's the screen. Pulls up. And he sinks that one in the back of the rim on the way in. MP's got his third basket of the night right there. They've got Jordan Clarkson. Gershon Yabusele is out there with Anunoby. Then it's Robinson, and it's Bridges in at the shooting guard position. That's the 5 for New York right now. Gets the three-point on the ball.
After hitting 0 from distance in the first, that's his second make this quarter.
Quarter pass to MP. MP strong inside.
His field goal percentage above 50 now. Their offense is starting to show.
Here's Clarkson. The kick out to Anunoby. And again, New York with the triple.
The defense a step slow. You can see the result.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter.
Knicks lead 34.
MP dishes to Porter. A 3 from MP. MP, the triple is down the hatch.
Oh, MP with the big response. shots, the tough young competitor that he is.
Steps back and fires. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. The kick out to Williams. Got 3 off the mark. The Knicks lead by 11. Anunoby in the corner. Clarkson for 3. Rebound by Williams. Here's MP. Watch out, MP! Finishing the drive.
Well, MP sensed his opportunity and did not hold back on the drive.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played, and a big part of the Knicks' shot diet comes, Doris, from beyond the arc. They love the 3.
They do, Kevin, and for a team that struggles offensively and lacks interior scoring, firing away from distance gives them a puncher's chance every night.
He's tried to get it going, but the shots simply have not been there. Nothing seems to fall.
Count it, good.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding in cashing in from those spots.
Bridges finds Clarkson. New York moving the ball around. And he makes that one. Clarkson's got 7.
I mean, if the defender is going to play off like that, you know what's going to happen. There are going to be points put on the board.
So for the Knicks, Towns comes in for Yabusele. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Mikal Bridges. MP with it. He's picked up by Anunoby. There's Porter with the 3. Drills it from outside. Porter's got 5 points now in the quarter.
Just sensational form and touch on display from Porter. When he gets any room to shoot the lead, he's looking to fire.
Now here's Towns. Still yet to score. And no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. From Team Brunson. Good, and he's just up to Towns. And the Knicks lead by 9.
And they're not afraid to let it fly from deep. They're looking to extend their lead with the 3 ball here in the second quarter.
MP passes to Thomas. Back to MP. And he uses the glass on the lane. 16 points for MP.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to pull his team back in the game.
Robinson sets a screen for Brunson. Here's Anunoby. And again, it's a New York 3.
And great job from beyond the arc this quarter. They are now shooting the 3 almost 60%.
Pass to Timmy. Outside Thomas. Now, here's MP. And the Nets, another 3.
Just doing what he can. He's competing and he's converting.
And he has really kept them in this one. The high effort level. Now the rest of the team has got to step up.
And so it's the New York Knicks bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. We'll return shortly.
I have some research here that might explain everything. Apparently 3 is more than 2. They keep making 3s.
All right, guys, let's swing it over and see what the fans have been posting. Papa No Look 3 is curious as to whether Shaq could have made it as a stretch 5.
Look, there's an easy way to answer that. Shaq, how many 3s did you make?
One more than everybody watching at home.
Good point. But then they didn't answer. How many dunks did you have? Stretch 5? No, we're going inside the big fella.
Thank you, Kenny.
That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more Hoops action.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books.
O sea, las metió bueno no estaba en televisión.
He's been everywhere.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
And Doris, I heard a famous coach talking about about, quote, the human nature things that a team has to beat before they even get on the court. Can you talk about that?
Oh, Kevin, it's such a great point. So, for instance, is the team in it collectively? Do they care who's getting the shots, the rebounds, and the attention from the media? Or are they about the team and collective success? Human nature is a part of this.
Starting off the second half, here's Jordy Fernandez's foul. Thomas on the wing. He's joined by Porter. Then it's MP. And it's Clowney in at the fourth spot. Brunson with it. He's got 14. Good. Brunson, no fear down low.
Boy, he's been so efficient in this one. That helps your team in so many ways when you can put it in the basket.
The three from Thomas. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
To Brunson. Brunson muscles through the contact.
Boy, whenever this team has needed a bucket, Jalen Brunson has been there right now in complete command of this ball game.
Second round pick back in 2018. Stardom wasn't expected for Jalen Brunson, but he's always been a winner.
You look at his physical attributes, nothing jumps out at him, but it's all between the years with him. The skill, the footwork, the vision, makes him elite.
Yeah, that's the third bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
And now let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you. OG Anunoby is so disruptive. He's led the league in steals. And he said, I want to be the defensive player of the year. I've always thought I was the best defender in the league. I'm athletic enough, strong enough, and smart enough to defend every single position. Back to you, Kevin.
Very confident. Thanks so much for the report, Allie.
Sometimes you just lose that little bit of focus, and this is what happens.
And the Nets miss again. And here's Brunson. He'll bring it up for the Knicks. They've led by as many as 14 points.
Anywhere, put it on your head.
Pass to Clowney. Now Porter from past the arc. It's rebounded by New York. Towns has got 4 rebounds now tonight. And Anunoby slams it in.
Great teamwork created by a strong defender.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities.
And New York making a change. Robbins has checked in. And a change for the Knicks. Williams has checked in. A chance now to check out the Knicks' upcoming schedule. On Tuesday, they'll be taking on Jaren Jackson and the Memphis Grizzlies. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Paolo Banchero and the Orlando Magic.
You know, some might look ahead at the schedule and start marking off how many wins they'll wind up with, but I think that's a trap. You can't take any nights off in the NBA, and you got to stay in the moment.
Nets trail by 13. MP driving. Can they get it? And the rebound goes to the Knicks. Brunson's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the Knicks, Doris, making some aggressive moves in recent years. Loading up for a title run. And they came close.
And Kevin, this after years of patience and methodical building. You give away 5 first-round picks for Mikal Bridges. And of course, you give away Julius Randle and Dante DiVincenzo to get Karl Anthony Towns. They haven't quite reached the summit. Will they?
A prolific inside scorer since his first day in the league. Towns gets the job done down low.
And again, it's the Knicks missing.
Boy, you can just see the frustration growing on their faces. Nothing going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
And it's hard on the call.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the
ring. Decides to call timeout. He knows every possession is critical now. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Mike Brown was saying to the team. He said, this is who we are. This is the pace. Don't let up. He said it doesn't matter if they go on a run. What matters is how we respond. They plan to respond with a fury, guys.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Rich is out there with Jalen Brunson. Then it's OG Anunoby. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Towns in at the center, filling out the middle. That's the 5 for New York right now. No good from 3. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Nets. Now MP. Crane from outside.
And you look at this scoring outburst by MP. What's incredible is he still has room to grow.
Here we've got Brunson. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And give a little breather as well.
Now Anunoby. Outside Bridges. Here's Hart. Pocket 6. Now Brunson takes the 3. It's off target. MP outside. Now Porter. MP buries the deep ball.
And being able to spot up for that jump shot is really a skill MP has improved.
Outside Anunoby. Now Brunson. Oh, and he feathers one right through. What touch!
Folks, look out. Jalen Brunson has caught his rhythm on the offensive end, and that typically means a long night for your opponent.
Way to attack there and then create the contact.
First personal foul. First team foul.
The first one falls.
MP at the line.
And he makes both free throws.
And you talk about building a legacy. That's MP's mindset, not just for himself, but for this team. And we'll just watch the clock wind down, guys, in what will turn out to be a win here for the Knicks.
This is a physical game.
Yeah, I mean, they were aware of the rotations defensively and were able to attack the rim.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Jalen Brunson.
Boy, whatever was needed, he provided it. He was the jack of all trades. Big bucket on one end, big defensive play on the other. I thought his influence was felt all over the floor.
MP, and down goes the 3.
3 points.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
Seconds left in the fourth quarter, and that's an intentional foul.
Fifth team foul.
Gets the first, that makes it a 7-point lead.
At the line, 2 shots.
And so both free throws are good. It's an 8-point game. Now a timeout called by Brooklyn. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. What's your take, guys?
And a little late to implement a plan B. This game is a wrap.
Well, I think he might just want to remind these guys, hey, let's finish the game the right way.
Down he goes for 3.
3-point goal.
Now the Knicks with it. Brunson outside. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
First personal foul. So
the first one drops, and that increases their lead to 6. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 7-point game. Timeout called the Nets. 1 second left in the game. What do you think, guys?
A lot to talk over and then move on for next time.
Well, maybe it could wait until after the game because this one is over.
So it's New York picking up the win. They didn't make it easy on themselves.
Thanks, guys. Solid scoring night. Not enough to come away with. Talk about a tough night.
Thank you for being a part of tonight's game.
Yeah, not the outcome we wanted, obviously, but we're right there. If our efforts tonight carry over, we'll be fine. Just one game at a time. We're looking forward to the next one. Thank you. Back to you, Kevin.
Terrific work as always.
Anoche el mundial. Se apaga el control.
We know things can get heated between these two, Graham. No love lost in this matchup.
And that competitive fire, it grows when you're in the same conference. You get to see each other so often. You know, B.A., I think we're in for some good theater in this one.
So the Raptors starting five. Dick and Barron are the 2 of the 3. Brandon Ingram out there with Jakob Poeltl. And it's quickly in at the 1.
Yeah, well, if you're looking for a pick-and-roll partner, Poeltl is a good man to call on.
Here's Timmy. Thomas outside from the arc. Hits the trifecta.
Don't want to let him get into a rhythm from out there.
And so quickly we'll bring it up for Toronto, coming off that win against the Sixers.
And it wasn't just their starters putting in work. Their backups were real spark plugs on offense.
It was a total team effort, and let's give credit to the front office. This is exactly what they had in mind when they put this roster together.
Here's Timmy. Pass to Clowney. And here's MP from outside. It's rebounded by Barron.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Well, Grant, last season, the Nets retired number 15, the jersey of Vince Carter.
Yeah, half man, half amazing. In his half-decade in New Jersey, making 3 All-Star teams, 2 as a starter, and joins his former teammate Jason Kidd amidst the 7 jerseys we see hanging above us.
Thomas misses. For Toronto, they've gone 3 of 3 so far from the floor. Barrett finds Ingram. Just 5 on the clock. Tries again. Dick with a miss. Brooklyn has gone 1 for 3 from beyond the arc. Here's Timmy, covered by Poeltl. MP outside. Oh, and the dunk by MP.
That's what you want to see every night from MP. Go up and flush it down.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Ingram, 2 points. That one goes.
Yeah, attack mode from the start. Exactly what you want coming into this game.
You knew they were going to be be aggressive, and now you see them executing that.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, Jordy Fernandez and I got a chance to talk for a bit. I asked him about Brandon Ingram and the challenges that he presents, and he said to me he is a tremendous scorer with impressive range. Not only that, he's extremely clever at creating scoring opportunities for himself. We got to crowd his space whenever we can. We'll see how aggressive the defense is against him tonight. Back over to you.
All right, Allie, thanks once again. Knocks down the long J.
A very accurate shot by MP. He must have been drilling these since a young age.
Hurdle with the bucket.
Strong pass there to set up the basket.
Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. And a series of injuries for Emmanuel Quickley last season, Tim, stalling his ascent.
Yeah, and we're all hoping that's all behind him now, because there is a lot I like about his game. The quickness, the deep shooting, the ability to take you off the dribble, no doubt. Emmanuel Quickley, a guy we have to watch.
An emerging player.
Absolutely.
Man, that's now 10 straight points in the paint. I'm not sure what's happened to their defense.
MP looking around. Pass to Clowney. The Nets need to get off a shot here. And here's MP from outside. It's rebounded by Barron. And Barron has got the ball here for Toronto. 4-point game. And the foul called on MP. That's his first foul. Some changes for Brook. Outside Johnson. Back to MP. Pass to Williams. Shot clock at 6. From deep, MP. Oh, MP showing the big range.
Beautiful timing on that play, and MP finishes it.
So for the Raptors right now, we've got Brandon Ingram. Grady Dick out there with Emmanuel Quickley. Then it's Walter, and it's Bobo in at the center position. Quickley from outside. Nails it from beyond the arc. Quickley's got 7.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Yeah, just going back and forth. It is really competitive out there.
Now here's MP. He's got 10. To the middle. The kick out to Johnson. 3-pointer. Rebounded by Ingram.
He's looking pretty unsettled at the moment. Doesn't seem like he has a great feel for his shot.
Here's Walter. Uses the glass to finish the layup. And now a 3-point Toronto lead.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Well, we have a chance to hear from Shams Charania. He's calling in right now. Shams, great to have you on, bud.
Well, excitement building in Ontario ahead of this coming May when the WNBA makes its long-awaited launch north of the border. The Toronto Temple will become Canada's first ever WNBA franchise, and with that league finding a rhythm, this debut feels right on time.
It's a beautiful thing. Shams, appreciate the report. Brooklyn's gone 4 of 7 from 3 during the second quarter.
With the way he can fill it up at this age, it's scary to think how good MP might be in a few years.
Toronto passing it around. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Momo, and here's Quickley. Pure from 3-point range. Quickley's got 6 here in the quarter.
This game has been like a seesaw. Both teams going back and forth at one another.
We see this in the NBA all the time. It is very difficult to keep a lead in this game.
Being Porter Jr. is 6'10", you have to know where he is at all times, especially when he's lurking inside.
And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach taking this moment to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. So both teams changing it up here. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Hey, Michael Porter Jr. was the #1 prospect in his high school class, and he said growing up basketball was easy for me. It was like, say, going up an elevator. But after my injuries, it's like climbing the stairs. It's like I'm walking in my purpose through this. More than if everything had just been smooth. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie. And Brooklyn with possession here. Following the three-point basket by Toronto. A deep three from MP.
Smart play by young MP. Saw his man, might have a better look, and he found him.
For Toronto, they've got 6 of their 12 attempts to go since the end of the first. Here's quickly. For 3, Barrett. Brooklyn pulls it in. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Knicks.
In this league, you have to stay active at both ends of the floor. I thought their lackluster defense was the difference in the game.
That's a great point, and you can also add poor communication. The rotations are slow, and sometimes not even there at all.
Ingram, add that to his line. Now 3 for 6.
That is strong. Ingram taking it right to the defense.
MP inside. Guarded by Quickly. MP no good. Outside Ingram. No good on the buzzer beater. MP getting it done for the Nets. Hit a couple from downtown this quarter. And more NBA action on 2K Sports. Coming your way right after this. RPM and amazing stuff.
When I look at the Nets, they played below average basketball coming out the gates. They were hoping for more. They were talking a good game in the preseason, but they have not backed it up. Like you never back anything up, Ernie.
And in our game with the Raptors, a close, entertaining first half.
How have they kept it this close? They're deep.
That does it for half.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
Through the first 2 quarters and change, his perimeter shooting continues to be spot on.
And this offense continues to find him in his sweet spots from deep.
Well, Grant, as more and more teams look to get up and down, you think that lends itself to going deeper down the roster?
Oh, definitely, BA. Also, with the G League and bigger coaching staffs enabling end-of-the-bench guys to get more reps, it helps them stay ready when their number is called.
The tandem on the perimeter, Thomas and Porter Jr. Then it's MP, and it's Timmy in at center, filling out the middle. So that's the lineup for Brooklyn. Thomas passes to MP. And it's all from three-point range.
This has been a close game in a lot of ways, but they do have an edge on the boards.
Picked by Pirtle. To the paint. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Pirtle's got 8 points.
Yeah, well, this is where Pirtle operates, right there. Close to the rim. He's extremely comfortable and very efficient.
Pass to Thomas. Here's Clowney. MP outside. Quickly with the rebound. And here's Quickly. He'll bring it up for the Raptors. They haven't given up any points here in the second half. Now here's Ingram. He has 6. No good from 11 feet. And here's MP from outside. Sends it home from three-point land. 18 points for him.
Well, for a guy who hasn't been in the league a long time, MP has a very soft touch on that shoulder.
Well, Tim, you hear about the move to positionless basketball. The Raptors are well equipped.
Yeah, they are loaded with athletic wings and interchangeable pieces, which gives them a high level of versatility.
And so it's Brooklyn with it. The Raptors making their last shot. Jacks up a 3. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Just under 2.5 minutes into this third quarter now. Quickly passes to Barrett. Pass to Dick. Now Ingram. Nails the 16-footer. Ingram's got 8.
Now, Ingram is such a complete offensive player. He can find good looks in the mid-range area as well.
MP against Quickly.
third quarter.
Thomas outside. And that one drops. Thomas has gotten his second bucket on the night.
Oh, you gotta love the fight. Thomas going to work down low.
Timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. MP really making a difference here.
They really need to reshape their defense. They have to get out to him quicker to slow his three-point attack.
Williams is checked in for Brooklyn. Mobo, he's checked in for Toronto. 1:43 left in the third. Toronto passing it around. Clock at 6. Hurdle up top. This one for 3. Williams grabs the board. Nets leading by 3. You know, Tim, both of Jakob Poeltl's parents play volleyball for the Austrian national team.
Yeah, he comes from an athletic family, and he certainly has a lot of agility for his size. And I think being in today's game, you need your big men to be able to move their feet.
And there's Cam Thomas doing what he's out there to do, score points.
Barrett passes to Dick. And the call is going to be, yes, an illegal screen.
You're not going to fool the officials too often on an illegal screen.
Well, my feeling is you just want to make sure it's called consistently both ways.
So the Nets making a switch here. Wilson's checked in. The Raptors also with a sub. Abaji's checked in for Poeltl. Now here's Williams. Pass to MP. Here's Wilson. Momo with the rebound. Dick with it. Now guarded by MP from the high post. Kicks it to Quickly. Three-pointer. Outside Barrett. Quickly passes to Barrett. Here's Momo. And he jams it home with authority.
And that really has to lift his teammates' spirits right now.
I'll tell you, Grant, these second chance buckets could be what this game comes down to.
Well, in a game this close, that is a huge play.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Well, the vision, the placement of the pass.
Vamos.
Going with almost an entirely new group here. Jakob Poeltl, he's checked in for Momo. Barrett comes in for Abaji. Dick, he's checked in for Walter. And Quickly subbed in for Shed. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half of this fourth quarter. Dick, the pass to Barrett. Outside Ingram. Shot clock at 5. Left side Barrett. And the Raptors miss again.
I'm surprised he missed that one. He is a dangerous guy to leave open.
So for Toronto right now, Dick and Barrett are the 2 of the 3. Jakob Poeltl out there with Brandon Ingram. And it's Quickly in at the 1. MP! Can't get the 3.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
Here's Dick. Ingram. Oh! Touches it off the glass.
Well, he comes out and puts his toe in the water. And when he gets hot, he keeps his foot on the accelerator.
Here's Timmy, covered by Poeltl. Porter outside. Shoots a 3. Cash from downtown.
Their strategy has been pretty simple here in the second half. Attack from three-point range.
Well, they certainly have the shooters to do it. It's just about finding that rhythm.
Barrett outside. Quickly against MP. Poeltl with a screen on MP. Ooh, the 3 doesn't go.
Well, let's make no mistake about it. If you want to cut into this lead, you're going to have to generate much better shots for that.
Ooh, rising higher.
Well, life is good when you have someone as young as MP showing that much poise running pick and roll.
Now here's Ingram. He's closely guarded. Off on the layup.
Well, coaches really appreciate when guys defend with that kind of effort. Just a fantastic job protecting the rim.
Like a matador. Olay! There was no defense. That has to be one of the easier shots I've seen tonight.
And they are just breaking the
Wizards series with 3 games left between them. But it must feel great to take the first meeting.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for MP.
Yeah, he was just laser focused in that game. It got to the point where he just knew if he shot it, it was going in.
Barrett. He's off from 3. Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap.
Quickly against MP. Oh, missed on the tray. For 3. And so it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one. This one was a fun one to watch. They were clearly in the driver's seat down the stretch.
They really were, BA. They played with great intensity on both ends of the floor, and they didn't allow their mistakes to get the better of them.
Thank you, guys. I'm here with MP, one of the stars of tonight's game. A strong scoring night for you, MP, reaching the 20-point threshold and a win for your team. That's a good night at the office.
It is what it is. A lot of positives come out of this one for the whole team. Next game, I think I want everybody to get 20, the bench and the starters.
That would be 200-something points.
You're right, too low. 25 for the starters. If anyone can do it, it's us. Gotta set your sights high, Jennifer, in time. That's the only way you become good.
Aim high, MP. Way to go.
For sure.
Ryan, back to you.
Much appreciated, Jennifer. Thank you.
Se apagó.
First 10,000 fans to the arena will receive a trading card pack. Arrive early to the fan zone and get some time by Shop the Magic Dragon and the Magic Dancer. Don't miss out on any games on the evening and visit us online or at the ticket booth for any availability on a future game.
Hi, everyone. We got the second game of the NBA Cup group stage for these two. What a key game tonight in the Cup. The second of 4 group stage games. Tonight, in a word, is huge.
Well, as you mentioned, Kevin, there are just 4 group games. So after tonight's game, both teams will have a much better idea of where they stand and what chances they have to advance.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Thomas on the wing. He's joined by Porter. Then it's MP. And it's Wolf at the power forward. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. It's shoot from long range.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
MP, no good. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Magic. It's a three-point game. Wagner finds Carter. Looking for Banchero and gets it there. Outside, Suggs. Off target from outside. Brooklyn's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. And RJ, you played 7 seasons in that uniform. The most with any of your team.
Yeah, it was a great way to start my career consistently in the playoff picture. It was really the most sustained success that the franchise has enjoyed.
Wagner wide open. Trying to answer back, but that three is off the mark. For Brooklyn, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Thomas kicks to MP. An easy 2 points on the way. MP's got 5 points so far.
Looking like an old hand out there. MP working the two-man game to perfection.
Banchero outside. Right side, Suggs. Kicks it out to Banchero. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That's short off the rim.
Still very early, but that's not the start they want. 1 for 5 shooting.
MP sets the screen for Porter. A three-pointer off the mark. Orlando's gone just 1 of 4 from three-point range here in the first. Suggs passes to Banchero. Over Thomas. The Magic again can't hit.
Usually he's a master in the midi, but not that time.
The Nets working the ball around now.
And although he's undersized at his position, his vertical, yeah, that'll clean up a few mistakes.
The Magic trail by 4. And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about trade. Anthony Black checked in for Orlando. Tyus Jones comes in for Suggs. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter.
2 minutes remaining in the first. 2 minutes.
Hunter on the wing. Banchero outside. 6 to shoot. The Magic need to get a shot off here. Nailed from three-point land.
Smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
And you watch Paolo Banchero. GA offensively, he is a load to deal with.
Yeah, I mean, he can cross you up, hit you with a spin move, score over either shoulder. This young man is a force.
Outside, Payne. Carter outside. Out top, Payne. Thomas covering. Payne, no good. Last game for Brooklyn, they picked up a W against the Raptors. Porter kicks to MP. 46 seconds left in the first quarter. Good on the shot. The Magic trail by 5. Pass to Banchero. Now Black. Outside, Payne. Back to Black. Out to the right wing. The three from Banchero. And again, it's the Magic from deep.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
And MP throws it down.
Oh, what an amazing finish there. Just fearless. And when he attacks the rim, it is as if the big fella wasn't even there.
Thomas against Payne. Banchero outside. A three. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's MP making things happen. checked in for Jones. The Nets making a switch here. Now, Wagner. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Wagner has screen on Johnson. Just 5 on the clock. So it's Black, top of the key. Cracks in the tray. Black set himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
Their third three-pointer in a row.
And now we're being joined by our 2K insider, Shams Charania, who's calling in with a good story. Shams, what do you have?
Well, thanks. Paolo Banchero, the third player aged 22 and younger to amass 4,000 points, 1,300 rebounds, and 900 assists through the first 3 NBA seasons. The other two, LeBron James and Luka Doncic. The Magic have rewarded him with the richest contract in franchise history, 5 years and $239 million. Guys, he is a high-value talent.
Yep, a star on the rise. And Shams, we appreciate the report. Outside the wings are Suggs and Wagner. Wagner out there with Goga Bitadze. And it's Black in at the one. That's is out there for Orlando. Wagner outside. Pass to Bitadze. Wagner against Williams. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Nice balance by Wagner, taking the hit like a champ and working through it.
So for the Magic, Paolo Banchero comes in for Goga Bitadze. And it's Bain in for Anthony Black. And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Hey, Franz Wagner was asked to describe his game, and he said, I don't know if there's someone who I would say I play really close to. I'm like a tall guard. I try to do a lot of different stuff out there, and I hope when you see me play, you see that I'm having fun and I'm playing for the right reasons. Back over to you guys.
Okay, Allie, thanks. Here's Suggs. A rebound by the Nets.
The defense really made this an uphill battle, and he just couldn't get there.
Thomas up top. Pass to Wolf. MP inside. He's defended by Wagner. It's Thomas outside. Rebound by Paolo Banchero.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Bain passes to Banchero. Hits it from three-point range. Banchero's got 9.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
MP looking around. The three is pure from MP.
3 triples for him this quarter, 4 overall.
And stolen by MP. In transition, here come the Nets. Pass to Wolf. Back to MP. And here is Thomas. MP right side. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Jalen Suggs.
That shot fake by MP just one deep right out of their shooting.
The Nets have made their only other free throw attempt today on an earlier trip to the line.
And the season numbers for them at the line thus far are really poor. Something I'm sure they are making a point of emphasis.
The Magic making a switch here. Carter's checked in, and it's Suggs missing. And so MP will bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. They lead by 7. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington. They'll face the Wizards. That will conclude their brief 2-game road trip.
I'm willing to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just spanning the flank.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 10-point lead. Some breathing room heading into the break. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. Back right after this.
Please direct your attention to center.
Hi, everybody. We've got your favorite segment on tap as we check out how the Eastern Conference is shaping up.
Brooklyn 10.
I look at the Nets, they didn't get the email I sent. Season has started, fellas.
Cabrón, el Knicks no baja, mano.
High hopes does not win games. They gotta wake up, get it together.
Voy a pasar el rolo, tú verás. Voy a pasar el rolo, todo eso, cabrón.
Now let's talk about that first half. What an impressive performance for the Brooklyn Nets.
Anytime they snip the paint, it's a bucket. And they found different ways to do it.
Yeah, their game plan gets the Shaq seal of approval. Get it inside and hit them hard.
I'm gonna make Brooklyn the best.
Thanks for spending halftime with us.
Ya gané con los...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at MP in this one. He's been everywhere.
He's just been raining down on him from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
His teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
GA, you hear about 3 levels score. But is it just 3 levels?
Great point. Kevin, you've got guys with that deep range, and there's a difference between the mid-range game, those floaters, the little 12-footers, and those deep twos as well. So maybe 5-level score is complete. They look like a 5-2 player in baseball.
7-4 for the Nets. Thomas on the wing. He's joined by Porter. Then it's MP. And it's Timmy in at the 5. Right side, Thomas. Back to MP.
Wow.
Good on the triple. The Magic trail by 8. Here's Suggs. The teardrop falls in. And that's now 7 points for Jalen Suggs.
Bigger than your average guard. Suggs can score all around the floor, including down low.
And so, Jordy Fernandez decides to call timeout. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Outside Thomas. On the wing, MP. He's covered by Suggs. Thomas sets a screen for MP. And the Nets miss again.
And out of the gates here in the second half, they have not started well. 0 of 3.
So RJ, last season, the Nets making a pair of in-season trades to add future assets.
Crazy, huh?
Dorian Finney-Smith to the Lakers, Dennis Schroeder to the Golden State Warriors. Brooklyn got back a bunch of second-round picks. Smart moves as they continue.
That's a big donut, folks, here. Second half, 4 straight they missed.
Pass to Wagner. Fires the 3. A rebound by the Nets. Timmy's got 5 rebounds tonight.
Come on.
MP in the face of tough interior defense.
Pasó.
Relative newcomer, but MP, let's just say he's not lacking in confidence.
And Caro outside. Kicks it out to Wagner. 5 to shoot. Here's Suggs. 6 to 3-pointer. Suggs has got 9 points now on the court.
First 3 of the half, second of the game. Can he beat up?
Pass to Wolf. Now here's Thomas. MP outside. Lets it go with the 3. Let's keep it alive. Thomas kicks to MP. Shot clock at 5. Outside Porter. The Nets need to get a shot off here. Good on the triple. MP's got 27.
And he's made his mark on offense especially. They've got to be thankful he's on their squad.
And Caro outside. And he can't answer back. The 3-pointer offline. MP passes to Porter. Suggs against MP. Shoots. And Caro grabs the ball.
That was an end. That was an
Caro's got his 5th rebound in this one.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going in this quarter.
The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line.
Substitution on the court.
A ver. Aquí es un duro.
Down low, it's Banchero and Carter.
¿Qué yo hice ahí?
Wagner in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Magic. Carter.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
That's good from Carter.
8-9, ya perdimos. El morón.
Carter hits them both. Nets trail by 9. MP outside. Porter.
Ah, come on, babe.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not been comfortable all game.
Knocks down the three.
This is why Bane is a volume three-point shooter. It's because he is...
Porter, qué mierda eres, cabrón.
MP fires. Miss on the three.
Nothing is going his way in this half offensively. Really having a hard time finding his shot. Yeah, how about the stick-to-itiveness on that possession? Stayed with it, didn't give up until the ball was in the basket.
2 minutes.
Here's Porter.
2 minutes.
Now MP. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. And the foul called on MP. That'll be his third foul so far.
Third personal foul. Third team foul.
14 points, their largest lead in the game. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. It's off. And for the Nets, they're shooting straight 49% from the field. No good.
You know what? He's got to look to get other guys involved. The three-point stroke is off.
Now, Banchero. Suggs outside. Knocks down the three.
Chacho, barataron el torneo bien duro, I'm better.
Going to end with a very clear win, leaving nothing to chance. Impressive win for the Magic.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And it'll mark their fourth win on the year. Actually, their fifth win on the year.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando.
If you give him that kind of separation, he's going to take full advantage.
And so is Jones, who bring it up for the Orlando Magic. 17 points was their biggest margin. And hit the three. Brooklyn with the ball. It's a 14-point game.
Diablo, pero es que son malos, hijo de puta.
Here's Wagner. Shoots the three, and there's the three.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night. You have to love their effort. This game wasn't handed to them. They took it.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now MP from outside.
No me deja. Como el Cup.
Jones against MP.
Pero empezó bien. Después fue que jodió.
And so it's Orlando taking this one by a big margin. Moment in the
Difficult loss for you guys. It seemed like even when energy was there defensively, you just couldn't quite make enough plays to come out ahead.
That's the story of every game.
Back to you, Kevin.
Hey, thanks, Jennifer.
Ya perdimos, esa era la mía para ganar el de eso. Pero yo me voy con Tracy tan pronto me den la oportunidad. Bueno, apágate, jueguito. Calorcita, Chach, a lo último coger en internet. ¡Plácate!
And going through their pregame warm-ups, trying to get loose and focused here before tip. Hello and welcome to Sunday night NBA action here on 2K Sports. I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Hall of Famers Doris Burke and Grant Hill, and the fourth member of our crew, reporter Allie LaForce. Now let's check out the starters from Brooklyn. Cam Thomas out there with MP, then it's Zaire Williams, then it's Michael Porter, and it's Timmy in at the 5, down low. And now about a third of the way into the season. You think it's too early to talk about awards, Grant?
You know, BA, it depends on the award, if I'm being honest. MVP and Rookie of the Year, that's way too early. You can begin to see the guys who are in the running for Most Improved or Sixth Man. Great initiative from MP. You knew he was coming for revenge.
They set the screen. McCollum, the pass to Sarr. Back to McCollum. The three is up. No good that time. MP looking around. Thomas outside. Kicks it out to MP. 6 on the shot clock. Williams from long range. McCollum pulls it in.
Malo.
3-point land so far. Here's Koulibaly. Drains the triple.
That's what you call a rhythm jump shot. Koulibaly, ready off the catch. He looked really confident right there.
And we're joined now by Shams Charania. He's calling into the story. Good to have you, Shams. What's going on?
Hay que cogerlo ahí de que no sé ni cómo.
Not only that, they'll have a ton of cap space next season, which they will likely not use to sign a star free agent, but rather absorb contracts in exchange for, you guessed it, more draft picks. This front office is continuing to think long-term, guys.
Priority straight. All right, Shams. Appreciate the report. Here's Sarr. Following the bucket by Brooklyn. Sarr a screen. Down low. And finished off by Sarr.
Well, you have to track Sarr in that action. He's so fluid for his size and does a great job coming off the pick.
MP drives in. Outside, Williams. There's the triple. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And so Middleton will bring it up for the Washington Wizards. They trail by 3. They're getting their first look of the season at Brooklyn in this one.
Yeah, they beat this team in the season series last year. But what's that really saying?
That three's off the mark. The Nets have gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. MP, the pass
Ya era hora que hiciera algo.
My goodness, how special a finish was that? Go ahead, Cam Thomas.
How about that elevated look on the AT&T Connected Cam? Middleton outside to the middle. And Sarr with the basket on the assist by Middleton.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other. Well, those are exactly the opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Middleton outside. Sarr with a screen on Williams. And stolen by Williams. Here's MP. Pass to Porter. Kicks it out to MP. From downtown. No luck on that one. The Wizards trail by 5. McCollum on the wing. He's scoreless. Here's the 3. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Can't sleep on McCollum. Not even for a second, because that's when he strikes.
The drive by MP. And here's Thomas from the arc. Good. And the assist goes to MP.
3-point field goal.
MP's got 3 assists tonight.
He's a go-to guy for them because he's that consistent. Time and time again, he delivers.
Now here's McCollum. And you look at his numbers, just over 21 a game. And it goes as the official calls the foul.
Substitution on the court.
A minute and a half gone in the second quarter. Here's Coulibaly. Kispert, left side. Outside Carrington. It's stolen. They're running. On the floor for the Nets. We've got Michael Porter. MP is out there with Terrence Mann. And it's Williams. And it's Clowney in at the center position. And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Nets.
Yeah, they're just attacking on defense. Getting those hands out and knocking the ball free. I really like their energy defensively.
You know, also, they've been incredible on the fast break, taking those chances, playing with great pace.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all. And it's a 10-point Brooklyn lead.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
The 10th pick in 2021. Zaire Williams fits that mold everyone is looking for, Doris. The tall, rangy wing.
BA, I think you can obviously, the physical potential is there. As far as this guy's efficiency and decision-making, that's a work in progress, and the only way to get there is with repetition for Zaire.
A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Well, the Wizards are letting their young guys learn on the fly. Guard Buck Carrington said, the whole organization communicates to us often. We drafted you guys for a reason, they say. Don't be scared to make a mistake. Play your game. Use the things that got you here and see if it sticks. Guys?
Learning on the job. All right, Allie. Thanks a lot.
You see on that drive right there, that's just burst from MP.
The Wizards trail by 9. George is screen on MP. Here's Carrington. 3-pointer off the mark. Brooklyn has gotten 7 of 12 3-point attempts to fall. MP, the pass to Porter. Back to MP. Pass to Porter. Good ball movement here by Brooklyn.
And when you lay that pass out there just like a great quarterback, let your teammate run to it.
Washington's gotten 6 of 11 threes to go in this game. Now here's Coulibaly. 1:05 left to play in the first half of basketball. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's George. Pass to Coulibaly. The 3-ball. Porter pulls it in. Brooklyn leading by 11. Back to MP. Back to Porter. And here's MP from outside. Kispert grabs a miss. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Here's Coulibaly. Brooklyn pulls it in.
I'd go back to that shot again. That's a great look from the mid-range.
Coulibaly against MP. MP getting it done inside.
MP is cooking right now, and folks, this is exactly what we expected from this young man.
Here's Carrington. Off target from outside. So we conclude the first half. It's the Nets. They lead by 13. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of quarter number 3.
And now, please correct your intent to the center court. And get ready for the fan half-court shot in the NBA. They're measuring up the...
And for that game against the Celtics, I know they're technically underdogs, but they don't think that. They think they're coming out with a W.
Positive. Switching back to that first half of action, everything's been working for the Nets. That's it for us. Thanks for tuning in.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the rout that it's threatening to be. Hey, you look at MP in this game, he's been everywhere.
The numbers say it all. He spent the first half playing efficient ball.
I think they've taken their time. They've showed incredible patience. It's a sign of a well-coached ball club.
We've got Alex Sarr, Corey Kispert out there with Chris Middleton. Then there's Bilal Coulibaly, and it's McCollum at the point guard position. That's the group for Washington right now. Doris offensive rebounding is down for a few years, but it's making a comeback.
What teams realize, Brian, is that you can absolutely corner crash, create extra opportunities for yourself without putting your defense at a deficit.
McCollum's shot is off.
That's not a bad shot, but this isn't really his shot.
And that's it was last touch by Porter. And a look here at the shooters doing the most damage from long range this season. MP third.
Well, the shooting percentage he's cultivated from deep range is so impressive. His three-point shot is about as good as you can hope for.
The Wizards trail by 15. McCollum outside. No good on the three.
Coming out stone cold here. Sometimes the break will do that to you.
He buries it from three. MP's got 18 points in the game.
From another zip code, MP, have at it.
And the Nets looking to improve, in particular offensively, Doris.
I mean, there's no doubt. There is not a category within which they didn't struggle on the offensive end. Missed shots, turnovers, you name it. On the other side, they do force quite a few turnovers themselves. Their games can have a very chaotic feel.
And Brooklyn with possession here, following the score by Washington. MP up top. Porter a screen. MP the pass to Porter. Good, and the assist goes to MP. And it's 7 points for Michael Porter.
He drops yet another dime, just facilitating this offense like a maestro.
Here's Coulibaly. No good on the triple.
Nice rebound. Trying to match the other team's intensity right now.
Williams from long range. And again, it's Brooklyn from deep.
They're on fire right now, shooting 80% to start the second half.
Middleton finds McCollum. Shakes him. And Timmy with a rebound.
We're still trying to get comfortable out there right now.
MP outside. And he lobs it up. Thomas outside. Pass to MP. Second half of play, and we're 3 minutes into the third here. This is the jumper.
Good ball movement.
Brooklyn with the board. Timmy's got his fifth rebound of this one. Back to MP. It's Thomas on the wing. Guarded by Sarr. There's a screen from deep MP. And again, Brooklyn with the triple.
The defense is nowhere to be found guarding the three-point shot.
And so now a timeout called by Brian Keith. A moment to rest and confer on the game plan. And after trading away a lot of their top veteran players, the Nets going young doors.
Well, they are, BA, and the rumor, though, says that they are looking to try to rebuild quickly. It's obviously a big market, New York City. And let's remember, free agency is a viable avenue to improve, and once they collect enough young assets, things can turn quickly.
And oftentimes, you just assume McCollum's J is going in. He's this good of a shooter. It's incredible.
Oh, another miss by MP. The Wizards have gotten just 25% of their shots to fall since the half. 2 for 8. Fires in the triple.
Listen, he's carrying his own weight, there's no doubt, but it is very hard to win a basketball game by yourself.
Here's Wilson. No made baskets yet. There's a screen. Throws it up high. And the Wizards on the break. Shot's good by Carrington.
Their spacing isn't quite as good as it was in the first half. They may need to hit more threes to stretch that defense.
From deep, MP drills it from deep. MP's got 9 points in the quarter.
Back-to-back threes, making their defense work on the perimeter a bit.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to George from behind the arc. And again, it's Washington with a 3.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at it.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Now here's
No rebound.
over Williams. And that's not going to go. Misses at the buzzer. And so it's the Brooklyn Nets looking in total control with this 17-point advantage as the buzzer sounds. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. And don't go far. We'll be right back. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent.
Introducing Jensen X.
Washington will go for a different look here. Sars checked in for Champagny. Kispert comes in for George. Koulibaly, he's checked in for Johnson. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Carrington. Harden's checked in with Allen LaForce.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Brian Keefe was saying to the team.
Well, coach is thrilled with their three-point shooting, saying in the huddle, guys, let's keep it up. Continue to shoot it from deep. It's working. They've been on fire from distance so far.
Okay, thanks, Allie. On the floor for the Nets, we've got Zaire Williams. Cam Thomas out there with MP. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Timmy in at the center position. McCollum outside. Now Koulibaly. Oh, he finished it off. A beauty of a pass.
Yeah, that's selfless, right? Set a great screen, get off it, and then see if you can make something happen.
MP against McCollum. MP. Now Thomas. Outside Williams. Now MP. There's a screen from deep. The long-range hit from MP.
Oh, a wise move by MP. Calling his own numbers in the two-man game.
Now McCollum. Middleton up top. Williams defending. Jacks up a 3. The free ball is down.
Look at how decisively, how quickly Kispert answers with his own 3. That is big time.
Now MP. Banks it home. Big shot.
And trying to put the game away, he's been nails all evening.
And he hasn't forced much tonight. I love the efficiency he's giving to them.
Middleton. And the basket is good.
And using that 6'7" frame to get in there and do work, Middleton will take on anybody.
MP with a step. Puts up the tray. McCollum with the rebound. The Wizards trail by 8. Middleton outside. Takes a 3. It's good from beyond the arc.
The clutch shots seem to be more and more frequent for Middleton. You can see why they have so much confidence in him.
MP! Oh, the long ball, no good. And here's Middleton. He'll bring it up for Washington. Oh, it misses. MP fires. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
Looking to close things out. That might have been the nail in the coffin.
Well, at this point, they're so far up, it would take a real collapse to give this game away at this point.
7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Outside Sar fires the 3. Williams rips down the board. MP. Another shot. Driving in. Using the glass to lay it in.
Cógelo. 34 better.
And So it's Brooklyn easily grabbing this one.
Olvidó la bailadita.
Exceptional effort on the
Ay,
road.
Dios
They were
mío,
ready
un
and they
bañito
were
ahora.
Focused. Focused indeed. I mean, it takes a strong mental approach to block out.
Thanks, guys. I'm here with MP, the star tonight who broke the 30-point mark in the win. How did you balance knowing when to get your teammates going versus when it's time to look for your own shot?
It's not rocket science, JQ. If the ball goes in, you keep shooting. If it doesn't, you stop shooting.
Simple as that?
Yeah, simple as that.
Okay, MP, keep it simple.
Hey, I appreciate it.
Thank you. Over to you, BA.
All right, Jennifer, thanks. Good stuff.